8.
CPA Ryan Lane is back with us. Ryan, good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks. It's good to be here.
Well, I tell you what, people already starting to look ahead to the new year with good reason. There's a lot on the horizon in 2020. Choosing a tax professional is on the to-do list for a lot of folks, and with good reason. Let's start with maybe a good first step in this process when it comes to choosing somebody to help you with your taxes.
Absolutely. I would recommend starting with friends, family, colleagues. They'll usually point you to the direction of a good, experienced tax preparer.
Somebody that they may have a working relationship with.
Absolutely.
All right, let's talk about credentials. What is it that sets a CPA apart, say, from a tax preparer or someone else in that similar line of work?
Yeah, there's varying levels of tax preparers. So you'll know if someone has a certified public accountant or enrolled agent, they've had to pass a rigorous test or be a former IRS agent, and they'll have to meet continuing education requirements every year, and they'll be able to legally represent you in front of the IRS.
Okay, and let's get to that. First of all, how do we know what level of credentialing a person has?
Sure. If you go to the IRS website, they have a database called the RPO Preparer Directory, and there you'll be able to search by location or name and look up each preparer's credentials.
And it will lay out what that person has in terms of qualifications.
Yep. So if you look up my name, Lane, on their website, you'll see I have a CPA.
That's it. I'm Googling it when we're done with this segment. Let's talk about, you mentioned assisting with the IRS. Let's talk about how that works. If somebody has an issue with their return, how does that relationship work in terms of helping a client, so to speak?
Absolutely. So it would be good to understand that not all preparers are going to be able to help you. Some are only open for the tax season, and others are open year-round. Those who are open year-round are able to assist you with any filing notices that come from the IRS or even state tax agencies. They'll be able to represent you in front of any of those administrative issues.
Nobody wants that to happen, but it's good to know you would have that help in the event of that situation.
Absolutely.
All right, let's talk about red flags. Anything that should kind of pop up and say, wait a minute, I don't know that I should be working with this person.
Yeah, there's a few that you'll definitely want to look out for. You'll never want to use a preparer that files your return without your signature, asks you to sign a blank return, guarantees you a big refund, or takes their fee out of that refund amount. Ultimately, that tax return is your responsibility, not the tax preparer's responsibility, so you'll want to proceed with caution.
All right, let's put a bow on this. A final thought in terms of making the right choice here with what I would argue is a pretty important decision.
It is, and if you want the best chance for a smooth process, I would recommend going with a certified public accountant. They have to pass a rigorous test for their CPA license. They usually have a bachelor's or master's degree in accounting. They have legal and ethical responsibilities they must meet, and continuing professional education every year.
All right, Ryan, thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
There you go. If you missed any of our conversation, as always, we'll share it online as well. You'll find it posted at rochesterfirst.com.